Incredible greetings. Hello, everyone. All right, let me see. Let's go over here. It's been a little minute since I've done a nighttime one where I stayed in the office to kind of do one. Actually, I had to come in and do some other stuff, but as well. But I said, let me go live because a lot of times people don't get my notifications and don't know kind of what's going on. If I'm only posting stuff throughout the daytime. So I figured let me go live in the evening just to kind of break this down again for those who did not know about the challenges. All right. So just give me a moment here. Live. Oh, by the way, thank you to everyone. I hit 25K on Honesty Speaking's channel. Woo! Actually, I'm at 25 and 8 right now. 25,008. I was like, what? When I saw that hit to 25, I'm like, yes. So thank you guys. You guys so much for subscribing to the Honesty Speaking YouTube channel. And of course, continue to subscribe to Sellaholics Anonymous, which is at 34/7, I believe. So thank you. Really appreciate it. It's nice to see the likes or the subscriber count going up, the views going up. I think, this little break, it's making y'all maybe appreciate the professor a little bit more there. But let's see. Okay, let's go here. Uh-oh. And where is the share button? Share to a group. All right, why is this not working? Un momento. Okay, there it is. Select all, copy, post. And then here, and paste, and post, and paste, and post. There we go. So, hey, hello, incredible greetings. Thank you. Not sure what that means, but hello to you. We are no longer doing Q&A, so unfortunately, I cannot answer that question for you. I'm not even sure if you're really asking how much to charge for them or how much it is to purchase one. Not sure what that is, but this is not a Q&A session like that, like a general Q&A, which I am going to explain about that also. So that's one of the reasons why I did want to come on to do this live, because not everyone kind of saw the announcement when it was a post or saw like the live video because it was during the daytime. So this is going to be that video to kind of clear that up about general Q&As. Incredible greetings. Hey, just say thank you for watching all the way from Cyclone, West Virginia. All right, so let me go ahead and get my intro in. I don't plan on being here too late. I was actually coming here to do the agenda for my PTA meeting. That's why I came back here. But I didn't get the email. So she showed it to me. She was like, she sent it to me, but I didn't get the email with the sample agenda for our PTA meeting tomorrow, because I now went from, being voted in as vice president. Our president had to step down So now I have to be the president of PTA. And this literally happened the week before our first meeting, and I was not prepared. And it's tomorrow night at 5 p.m., which I'm glad my husband looked at it because I swear to you, I thought we said it for 6, but it's tomorrow at 5 p.m. I know for sure we said 6 because I specifically said parents don't get off, like they're not getting off work until like such and such time. Why are we doing 5 o'clock? It is best to do 6 so that we can get more people there. But they have put it out to the parents for 5 o'clock. So obviously it was not properly communicated what time this meeting was supposed to take place. So it's like, oh, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. So since I came all the way back to the office to draft up this to draft up this agenda and then email it back, but I don't have what I need. This was kind of a blank trip, a wasted trip. So I said, you know what? We're going to make the best out of it. I'm going to talk to my peeps. We're going to come on here because I had to spend gas going back and forth. It's not fun. So yeah. All right. So hello. I gotta pull my chair up some. All right, there you go. Incredible greetings, everyone. I am, if you don't know who I am, Shakia, the professor of HS Inc. 365. We are the home of Honestly Speaking, which is our brand of, oh, look, there's actually 2 of them. I can put my head weight right there. So that is our brand of sublimation paper and ink, and it produces great things like look at that tumbler. Isn't she lovely? Isn't it wonderful? All right, so but we have amazing sublimation paper and ink. With that combination, you are able to sublimate things on your heat press at 365 degrees as fast as 30 seconds. And I have tested that on not just the Hotronix. Some people think, oh, it's just that. And they'll think like, well, I don't have a Hotronix. I can't do 365 for 30 seconds. I did it on Cricut easy presses, no name easy presses. I've done it on our Sure Profit that I ended up getting like from Amazon a couple of years ago. I did it on the little small cheapy one. I can actually do 360 in 20 seconds on this particular heat press, 365, 30 seconds in all of our testing, because we tested thoroughly before we put this product out to you guys, was that like really good middle ground for the paper, because we also had other people tested with their heat presses, and then it just worked out because 365 just sounds so great. Like it's like, 365 days out of the year. So it just works out really, really good that, we brand as Team 365. So that just means that if you don't have a heat press that's really, really, like that's up there, you can still use our product because it works at lower temperatures. Even if you have to let it go, like if you're still used to doing like 60 seconds, you're going to get amazing results with our products. You don't have to use up so much ink, so your ink is going to last longer. You don't need butcher paper, like especially if it's like on a shirt. You don't have to put butcher paper on top when you're doing a shirt, and for a lot of other substrates as well. So a lot of great savings, a lot of great benefits. If you have not checked out our paper yet and at least given us a try, I know you might be, like Laura's like, okay, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if you enjoy the content here and, the information that we provide where we fill in the gaps for you, one of the best ways to support what we do here and so that we can keep doing this is to, also buy the products because you're doing sublimation anyway. So check out our website, shop.hsinc365.com. Again, that is shop.hsinc365.com or just www.hsinc365.com. Either one of those will get you in the right spot to check out our products. That's also where you're going to be able to find our classes from 365 Creative Academy. See how we did that? You can be creative 365 days of the year. And we're here to help you be creative and unlock your creativity 365 days out of the year with detailed classes on everything from designing, whether it's Silhouette Studio, it's Photoshop. We actually have a print and cut. We're going to do another one of those to help those who struggle with print and cut. If you are someone who's like wanting to your machine because you can't get print and cut, go ahead and put print and cut me in the comments because we hear you and we are going to have that print and cut live session where you can do your print and cut with, like I can do it with you. You got to be prepared to do your print and cut to make sure that you have the settings and things like that already done. So that challenge, we're doing that one as a challenge as well, because print and cut is challenging for some. So we're going to be doing that one pretty soon over on 365 Creative Academy. And of course, you know, we are the home of Silhouholics Anonymous. That is my free online platform where I've been teaching crafters and creatives how to use Silhouette Studio as a design software. You don't need a machine. We focus on the software itself and understanding all of the tools and functions of the software so that you can create infinitely, whether you just want to make, you know, modifications and slight changes, or how to properly resize things for your different templates, how to make your own templates. We teach all of that from Silhouette Studio. If you have a rolling machine, I teach how to set things up in Silhouette Studio and then be able to put it in the different vector-based programs to set your cut contour. I was actually working on that today where I took a file and I was trying to compare and contrast. I hadn't done it in Corel Draw. And I feel kind of bad now because I'm always saying you can use Corel Draw because technically it is a vector-based software. But I actually did a full-on test for Corel Draw for setting the cut contour. Now, if you just use it in there, you do all the tracing and stuff in there, it works out great. But when I'm actually going from Silhouette Studio to Corel Draw, it really wasn't working. But I've tested it in Corel Draw, Illustrator, and Affinity Designer. I don't have Flexi and I don't really use Inkscape. So some people ask me about those two. I don't have those. I'm not putting another program on my computer, but I do have a video that's coming on just utilizing Silhouette Studio and then going into Affinity and Illustrator. I can't really get it to work in Corel Draw coming from Silhouette, so I won't be able to include that if you are someone that has Corel Draw, because it's a little less expensive than having Illustrator. So a lot of great content. This change is freeing me up to really think about the content versus just constantly coming on and just doing Q&A. So just so that you know, it's not that I'm falling off of the face of the earth. I'm not gonna not continue to help. It's just that it's gonna look a little bit different. All right. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, a few days ago, or maybe last week, I made an announcement that I will no longer be doing what brought me the most joy. I absolutely love coming on and doing the live Q&As and the live demos and just sharing with you guys, like when I have orders and things like that. It's almost like, I mean, the way I operate, it's like a full-on class. I'm allowing you to ask questions, and I just wasn't getting that engagement. And for me to spend those hours and hours on live videos and not really seeing any benefit for myself, it was benefiting those who were able to watch and learn from it. But because there was lack of engagement, lack of support with, you know, just sharing, just commenting to help the algorithm, and then looking at the numbers as far as how many views it was, and then what, you know, all the other analytics from it, is just, I was giving a lot of me and I needed to take time back and really focus on our business, because they're really, when I'm doing this, a lot of people think that there is like all of this money in YouTube. The moment someone's on YouTube, the moment they have, you know, somewhat of a large platform and they have videos that have, you know, hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of views, they instantly, like, people tend to think that you're making money, because people will say, oh, it's all this free content on YouTube. When they put it on there, they're making money anyway. To be honest, they pimp us. Like, we're providing all of this content, and it's not really YouTube, just YouTube, because the companies bid, like they submit, hey, you know, based off of their content, based off of their engagement, we're willing to pay them $1 per 1,000 views, 50 cents. You know, some people, they have like this really, really the way people come to it and the way they engage and people are staying on it. There are some people that might make $5 or $20 per 1,000 views. So they're making money, but it's not the same for everyone. There is a a scale that goes up and down based off of the type of creator that you are and how likely your audience is to click on an ad. So if they can see all of that stuff. So if it's showing that my audience isn't engaging, like if they're not even liking the video or commenting, we know that they're not going to be likely to click on an ad. I got to sneeze. Hold on. Dang it. Won't come out. Okay. So they're like, it most likely they might got it. I gotta sneeze. It's in this nostril. Come on. Damn it. It's stuck in my nostril. It's like when I start talking, I can feel it, but don't want to come out. But if they don't feel like my audience will click on it to purchase anything, they don't offer you. So they know they have to offer you something because they're playing that ad on your content. So they have to technically pay something per 1,000 views, but it's not always a lot. So by me coming on and I'm spending hours and upon hours trying to help my community, it wasn't benefiting us. And I'll be honest, I got so caught up in helping others that I was not doing everything that I should be doing for my own business on our custom side, where I would probably turn down an order because I didn't want, me working on that to like interfere with the time that I was supposed to go live. Giving so much to where, I'm like always live. I wasn't putting out the number of classes that I had planned to. It's just a lot of stuff. I would find myself talking more about Silhouette America or Silhouette Studio, and I don't get any support from Silhouette America, and I'm teaching it and people are learning from it. Like, you can learn from me and I really don't benefit from it. Silhouette America may benefit from it because you are using their system, but it wasn't really benefiting me. And I found that I was doing more talking about Silhouette Studio than my own product. Like, I'm helping people create things for Sublimation and not really pushing my own product. Like, if you're learning from me how to do sublimation, the least we can do is go and purchase a pack of paper. Like, we have the best paper at one of the best prices. Somebody, I think I said that, someone said, oh no, I get mine from Amazon for $16. But let me ask you a question. Don't you have to use 400 degrees for that paper? Don't you have to also buy butcher paper for that paper? Yes. So don't you think that when you're using that, you can pay $16, but do you think that in butcher paper and higher electricity bill, you're paying more than an extra, $4 when you're buying our paper? And do you get support from those companies that you're buying the paper from? So when your prints and you have streaks in your prints and you have drips, you're not going to them because they don't have a YouTube. They don't have a Facebook group. They don't have an inbox that you can go to. I am, we have this. Our prices are set, which we have some of the best prices amongst those that you do have access to. We are the lowest, and not just to try and compete with them. It's just that I know business, and we priced accordingly based off of our overhead, things like that. What's on the back of our, we don't have all this. It's just a lot of stuff that goes into it. So when they said that, I'm like, but the value of it. So if you're over here in my inbox asking me about a problem with somebody else's paper, how is that fair to me? Like, I don't think people realize that. They think that I'm just on here just to help. And yes, I am here to help, but I have a business also. And I had to get to a point where I kind of like the rest of them. Like, if you can come in my inbox and ask me a question, I should be able to tell you and pitch to you and basically sell my product to you and suggest that you go and you buy it, and not you feel some type of way like, oh my gosh, like, how are you going to go and ask me about going to go buy something from you? I'm not ever asking anyone to just send me Cash Apps or Zelles or anything like that. I'm like, yo, you're doing sublimation anyway. Obviously, we know this because you're asking me a sub question. We have an amazing product. How about you go ahead and try it? So when I had too many of those interactions, I made a decision. Look, I can no longer keep extending myself to people this way, and it's not appreciated. And people really, like, not say everyone, but there is a great majority. Well, I'll say a great majority. There's a great number of people to where it became very irritating, where it's like just taking advantage of my spirit of servitude, taking advantage of my kindness. And I had to set some boundaries. So unfortunately, for now, there are no Q&As. It's hard for me to where I was talking to my team. I'm like, can I sneak in like at least just do one a month? And they was like, no, you said none until 2024. And I'm like, but no, you said none until 2024. And I'm like, so, if you did not hear or you did not see the post, yes, I will not be doing any general live Q&As. We won't be doing any live demos of anything for the rest of the year. Okay. If anything, it'll probably, I'm going to see if I can sneak it into where like, at least in my student union, right? Because I still offer that to where those who have taken a class, if you had a question about something you were doing, if I can do it in like a quick 15, less than 15 minutes, I would do that. As a sign of, just thank you for those who have taken a class. Like if time permits, I was willing to be able to do that. So I still, of course, I'll say this. I am doing demos and stuff on TikTok to an extent, because that is a platform that I am trying to build. I have to put content over there. Ooh, excuse me. So there will be times where I'll be live over on that platform. But as far as YouTube and Facebook, I will not be doing any live Q&As. Just kind of like, okay, you can just ask me any random question. I'm here on the spot to help you troubleshoot, to help you figure out this. We are still going to have live videos where I'm just going to have discussions, whether it's motivational, if it's something just about business, things that you should be aware of. Like one of the ones that I'm going to do, I'm trying to get it in this week, but Jesus, between tomorrow, going to be really hectic. I have an order that I have to do that's due on Thursday, and I have to do that. Then I have another one that's due on Saturday because I need it for Sunday. So I'm trying to get this in, just kind of breaking down the differences in the vector programs versus like Photoshop, because some people want to learn Photoshop, but what they're trying to do, they really should be focusing on a vector software if they're trying to do things with their laser machine. If they want to, they're getting into like roll-in, or they want to do print and cut with a converted EcoSolvent printer on printable HTV, you need to actually understand a vector software before you try and figure out Photoshop. So I am going to do this video where we're going to talk about the differences between a vector and a program like Photoshop, but that's just more so informational. Most likely will not be taking questions during that. It's just kind of an informational one, so where I can get the information out and be done with it. The longer videos are normally longer because I'm answering everyone's questions. So that is the changes here on this platform, at least for 2023. All right. Now, when it comes to learning to design, it's not that you won't get any design content. However, you will have to go through my Academy site, create an account over there. When I am doing things for designs and stuff like that, we have a free preview of the class or the challenge. So we started doing, we have 3 down now. I'm trying to do, it's been a hectic week. That's why I know that I personally could never do that whole like 5 days in a row type deal. Because I can't get up really, really early because I have a little one that I have to take to school. And then if I have to stay here in the evening, my 12-year-old doesn't like that when I don't get home to like tuck. That's what I'm trying to help her get done. I got 20 minutes so I can make it home by 9:30 to actually tuck in and give kisses before they go to bed. So my 12-year-old doesn't like it when I'm not there for dinner and stuff like that. So I can't always do everything in the evening. So I know the whole like 3-5 day challenges wouldn't work for me. So I was more so focusing on like Fridays and Saturdays as far as doing the challenges. So we've had 3 so far. And then I'm finishing up for the rest of this month, because the last challenge, quite a few people said they want to be able to pay for the entire month. Some people even asked, can they pay? Because I said we're doing the challenges for the rest of the year. So all of October, all of November, all of December, up until like, of course, Christmas time. And they're like, I just want to pay for all of them up front. Like, I need this. So it's coming for you guys to be able, like, I'm going to put all of them on there. They may not have like the exact like content in it, but I'm going to at least have the thumbnail that's going to say like challenge 4, challenge 5, challenge 6. And then you can, it doesn't even matter like what the challenge is on, because y'all know I'm always bringing fire when it comes to the designing, right? And things that you need to learn. They may not be like these super elaborate designs, but it's things that you definitely need to understand how everything works. So with every challenge, what I do is it's like the teaching style is what's called I do, we do, you do. So I'll go through all of the steps, uninterrupted, going through it, showing click for click what it takes to kind of create this particular design. That is what the free part is. Same way I was doing videos showing how to do designs, I'm still doing it, but I'm not relying simply on YouTube because I'm not getting the support. It's not benefiting me just to do it on YouTube. I don't know who's watching it. I don't know who's benefiting from it. But now with you guys coming through my academy, I can see, who is watching this, because that means that you wanted to learn this particular design style. So it kind of gives me an idea of who wanted to learn what. So you still get to see me designing. I'm still teaching designing for free. And this time it is absolutely for free because of the way that you guys view the video. I cannot even monetize. They will play ads on it because I checked. They play ads on my video, but because it is unlisted and they cannot gauge it, they don't pay me at all for those videos. So this is 100% free to y'all, and I get absolutely no revenue for it. But this is what I started this for, was to teach people how to design. So you get to see the tutorial, but for those who really want to understand how this design works, if you want to be able to do it with us and be able to ask questions, if you're looking for a learning environment, not just a tutorial environment, that's what the VIC, that's the paid part of it. Very incredible creatives. These are my creatives who have a desire to truly learn. They want to know the why, not just the how. So with that group, once we do the the live feed for the ones who want free access, that live ends. We start a new one that's unlisted. You guys don't have access to that one. And of course, we're also recording it. And I go to our first Q&A. Okay, based off of what I did here, are there any questions? Because that lets me know when we do the we do, I need to maybe take my time, take a little bit more time on this section for them to be able to understand it. So we go through, we answer, questions. You're able to raise your hand, ask questions. We do a few questions, and then we go into we do. What we do is I go through it step by step. All right, we're going to click on this, and we're going to do this. I pause and wait for you guys to be able to do it, who's ever live and actually following along with us. All right, now we're going to click, and we're going to do the next thing. And if at any point a student is like, okay, wait, I'm missing something, mine does not look that way, it is a learning, it's a classroom setting. When you're in school, you have a question, you're able to raise your hand, ask the teacher, hey, teacher, like, okay, something's not going right over here, because I don't want it to be where we get so far and you're so far behind. And now it's like, okay, I can't even follow along because I'm just like, whatever. It is a true teaching experience. It is a true class. I've always done it that way, but I think because I'm live so much and it's like, yeah, I'm answering questions, I'm showing how to do a design, I think people didn't realize my classes are a real classroom setting. It is a setting that fosters learning, not just teaching. My classes, my sessions, my trainings, they foster learning, not just me demonstrating or just like showing. It's not just, show and tell. We show, tell, and do. So I go through it step by step. And even after that, like you have the opportunity to ask questions in the middle. But after that, okay, we finished the we do. Any other questions? Anything like you just did not understand, if you had to stop, we'll answer those questions. And then we go into I do. And I'll have volunteers go and try like to do one part of it to make sure that you understand that. Then I'll have another volunteer do another part of it and another part of it. And then we, of course, have another Q&A and we close out. So like I said, it fosters learning and how we do this. So that is how my education is going to be presented to you guys, at least until the end of the year. If you're looking to learn how to create designs, right now we're doing a lot of like basic type things. Of course, it's always where you can use the free version. I do talk about like, hey, if you have designer, if you have business, you're able to do X, Y, and Z. But I definitely teach it where those who have just the free version, you can learn and you can follow along as well. Now, if you ever got into something like rhinestones, of course, you have to have designer or business. We do mainly bachelor level stuff. And then, of course, we're gonna eventually have some of the masters where it's things that are a little bit more complicated and a little bit more complex. But when we go into those master's designs, I will not be explaining and breaking down, oh, okay, well, compound path is this. This is your opportunity. We did that last time where someone's like, okay, I see you keep saying compound path, make and release. That's come up a couple of different times. Can you take a moment and break down what it is? Cool. In the basic ones, I'll break that down for you. And she's like, okay, that's now going to make sense to me in the 30-day. Like now it's like, it's connecting all of the dots. So that's what we do in the basic ones, the ones that are 563. When we get to masters and you're learning things a little bit more complex, I'm not breaking down the intricacies of the tools, because that is intended for those who they have an understanding and they're able to follow along. And that's more so about design, how to put designs together and finding your design voice. So that is what, whenever we have those, that price point will be a little bit more because it is of higher value, because you'll be able to take those skills and be able to create designs that you can in turn charge more for. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, I have a price for me to make or produce a shirt. And if I'm doing something, a custom design, I have a design fee. So they are two totally different things. And depending on how complex the design is, for me, my design fee is tiered. Hey, you want all this stuff where I got to do this, I got to fix pictures, I got to do a bunch of edit points. That is a higher price point than just something like maybe text or whatever, things like that. So that is kind of what's going on with the content and the learning for now. If you decide that you don't want to deal with our academy whatsoever, you feel like, oh, that's not fair. Hey, you can consume 8 years of free content on Sillaholics Anonymous. And as far as demos, I want to say it's maybe like 6 years, 5 or 6 years of content on Honestly Speaking's channel. Everything from troubleshooting. You can see tons of videos on sublimation, doing shirts, doing stoles, doing grad cap, all sorts of things on that channel. You just got to look for it. Someone did ask me, will I have challenges like that for projects? And yes and no, because a lot of the times, like, those require full-on classes. So they won't be these challenges that's like, $13 and stuff like that, because it is to learn an actual project. And my goal is for you guys to be doing it with us in class. So I am trying to see how that's going to work logistically. But as of right now, they're not a part of the challenges. Right now, we're focusing on designing, because for me, my philosophy is learning to design or navigate a designing software is it's the most essential resource for a creative. So I focused on that. You can sign up for challenges at any time. So with the 3 that you've missed, if you want to get a glimpse of how it goes, you can always enroll in the first one, the free challenge. That is the only one that shows the full class. So you get to see the I do, we do, you do, the fact that I'm answering questions and things of that nature. But all the other ones, it stops and you only get to see the step-by-step and hear all of the questions. Like that last one, they had some really great questions. You only get that if you're in VIC. What VIC also gets you is the resource guide, where I go through, and once I do all the stuff, I'm like, okay, yeah, I use this tool, I use this tool. So if you're brand new to Silhouette Studio, you're able to print that out. When I'm saying modify, it literally has modify, and it points to exactly what that tool is. You have a note guide, so you can print that out and be able to take your notes. You also get the file that I am using. So it's not like okay, well, let me go find all of these elements. No, you come in the class, you open this file, and this is what everybody is working from. Okay. So, let me go over here and just want to see a couple of comments. Let's see. Came left off at Hey Jesse. So incredible greetings. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. She's like, I saw it, but it's not a bad thing. Like, it's going to make it where the content is more intentional. It's, you'll be able to choose like exactly the content you like, the information that you need. I don't do playlists on my YouTube channel because it's free for y'all. That's a lot of work trying to go in there and set them to playlists, do this. And I'm doing all this I would be doing all this organizing of putting it in these nice little playlists for you to easily go and watch it. How does that benefit me? I'm being honest. So I'm like, now I don't have necessarily like playlists, but every time I do these, I am I'm making a thumbnail. Sometimes I don't have a thumbnail, so you kind of have to guess what we're doing in that one. So everything has a thumbnail. You know exactly what it is that you're going to learn. You can easily do searches in the Academy for things that you have signed up for. So it's going to be a better learning experience. Incredible greetings. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for joining me. Hello. Thank you guys. Hello, incredible greetings. I didn't even get a notification for this one. I know, and I did add everyone, and for you're on YouTube, so I'm not sure. I see Tennessee is in the house. Jackson here. Thank you guys for letting me know where you guys are watching from. Hello, incredible greetings. Hello, Christy. How art thou? If anyone is in here that's been in VIC, if you want to let the people know, a quick little, feedback on how VIC is helping, if you find it helpful, how are you liking that experience? So, if you want to drop a little quick review of your experience in VIC, that would also be greatly appreciated. Let's see. I love the paper and ink. Thank you. I love the paper. Thank you guys so very much. I am horrible with print and cut. So many people say that. And a lot of times it's just the setup of it and just understanding what it is, like what's on the screen. One of the issues I will tell you that a lot of you guys have is you are afraid to zoom in. So it may look like it's like this perfect setup, but then once you zoom in, this is where your white lines are coming from because it wasn't like such a great trace, but you didn't know that because you were zoomed so far out. So, we're going to go and take a dive into that and look at like where your cut lines are and just really understanding that. When we do it, I'm going to do print and cut on cardstock and on sticker paper and Jet Pro 3G, because those are all technically different cut settings. And I think that's also where some people were having difficulty, is knowing what cut settings to use, because that makes a big difference. If it scrapes, if it jumps, then it throws your whole cut off. All right. So this will more so be, I have not done a print and cut with the Romeo yet. I haven't spent enough time with it, so I won't be able to do a print and cut class with you guys for Romeo. This is more so for my Silhouette users. Print and cut me, that is me. It takes me out. Okay, incredible greetings. Hello, hello. Oh, look at the light. Oh, and it actually ended up going away. Oh, that's what you meant to look at to make it go away. So she said, bless me. Yes, the paper. I hate that it had to come to this. I definitely learned from you, your classes, and the student union. I will continue to support you. I thank you so very much. Quality, not quantity. Exactly. Absolutely agree with that. How about occasional pop-up lives? So there will not be any Q&A. So I'm not saying I'm not going to do lives, but it's going to be more informational ones. But Q&As, demos, not going to happen unless it's just me doing a demo and just showing things for Sublimation to let people know. So it's more informational, not demos. They are done for the year. Good for you. Thank you. It is necessary, and I watch you enough to know that you go above and beyond in the lives. Time is money, and I understand. It's the time for it's time for us to pay for the knowledge. Thank you for that. Yes, yep. Let's see. I will continue. Hey, I will continue your class as much as possible. I had to retire from my hair business in 2020, and I'm doing a little work at home now. I want to make this my business, and you've helped me a good bit. Thank you for that. All right, so I'm going to show you guys my screen just so that you can see like some of the challenges that we have been doing. So let's just go share screen. VIC is amazing. I missed the last challenge because I was out of town, but watching the Barbie design challenge and seeing the different ways that are shown the different ways that were shown is just like the half circle design was helpful. Okay, awesome. All right, let's go over here. All right. If you just want to enroll and see how any of these designs was made, I want to talk about this one real quick because there were so many that were saying, "Oh, well, I don't do foam board. I'm not doing stuff like that. I only do this or that." We have to remember that. I'm going to kind of split this real quick. So what I want you guys to remember is design is design. Anything that you design, especially in a vector-based program, and that's what I said, we're going to talk about this, a vector-based software versus a bitmap software. Anything that you design in a vector-based software is the most versatile type of design because you can use it to be able to cut vinyl, cut HTV. It can be used for printing, whether it's eco-solvent printing, sublimation, DTF, what other prints are out there? Like if you're doing just dye ink, pigment ink, printable transfers, you can use it digitally. Everything with a vector-based software allows you to do just about anything with it. So although it was the design that I used and I created for a foam board cutout, the design techniques like how to make the circles, how like the different rings, and using compound path, making the 3D effect, making the offset, subtracting it, how to weld the two pieces together. Like it's a lot of design things and it helps you understand these tools. There's no one way to use subtract. There's no one way to use make compound path. So that's what these are for. I am utilizing things that I've done so that you can see at least one way it can be used. So when we did the fighter one, yes, it's breast cancer awareness month, but it can be used for sickle cell. When we were in there, I kind of changed the colors around where we were able to, like I said, I can use this for epilepsy. I also showed different setups to where, okay, if you were doing it for this, you might set it up like this, and this color is going to be to the front. If you wanted the highlights. So you were learning about applications and how to set your files up. It's not one setup for every single application that you will use this design with. So just because you look at it, oh, I'm not looking to, I don't celebrate Halloween. I'm not looking to learn how to do any Halloween stuff. It was just what I use. It's popular, but you learn a lot of design things. That's why I didn't use anything kind of like gory. It's really cute. I didn't use the word horror. I used like, spooky, kooky, like, spooky season. And it's like really cutesy stuff, but man, it's chock full of information. I will say if you don't want to do VIC for the 3 that are out there, that one will teach you so much about designing and the software. Even if you just do the challenge 3, there's so much in that particular challenge. But yeah, so let's go over here. If you just want to do the free one, you want to just kind of see what it's all about, you're going to come to learn.365 Academy. Creative Academy. I lost my whole train of thought. Learn.365creativeacademy.com. That is our site. Or you can actually just go 365 creativeacademy.com, it'll still get you to this site. Under home, under current courses, you're going to see these. I mean, there's more there, but those will be the first ones that you see, and it'll just keep building where you'll see all of them, all of the different challenges. So you'll come on here, and once you click on it, you're going to see, oh, see, now mine says resume course because I'm actually like in it or whatever. So it'll say resume. For you, it'll say free preview. I don't know if the other one says free preview because I already clicked on it. Resume course. I think the other one says resume course too. Let's see. Yeah, I said all of them are telling me resume course. But basically, it'll say free preview right here. And once you click on it, which I can still click on the course. So I'll just click here because nothing really pops up. And the way I have all my stuff, it's not like I'll ever reveal anything. So when you click on here, you have this and it says, oh no, it's still, I can see I'm locked here. So it says resume course, but it's still the free preview. So you would click right here, and that is where you will access the live playback. If you watch, like I said, for the first one, you have everything except the resource guide and the worksheet for this one. And then if you click on to the next one, the downloads, it'll tell you have to buy. So you can technically kind of see the content that's in here, but it's not going to allow you to access it. So with VIC, we actually start and stop the recording. So you don't have to watch through that whole live stream. If you need to go back to one part, you can do that when you have VIC access because it's broken down into sections. So you don't have to go back through their full hour-and-a-half class. And all of them are set up that way. There are downloads to each one. And in the downloads, it's like I said, it's like your resource sheet, your worksheet, and your note guide in each challenge. Now, if you decide, hey, I want, yep, this ain't, I like this. Now I want to see like how she broke it down. I want to see the questions. I want to be able to ask questions. So there is a Q&A or discussions tab on there, and then your video, your personal, like with your exclusive live stream, you can ask questions on there and I will be able to help you because the challenges, they do not get you access to Student Union. They're only $563. So their challenges, they don't get you access to Student Union, but I am still here, available to help. You just have to drop a question in the discussion within the Academy or on the, you can put it on the live stream video, the VIC one, and I will answer the questions there when time permits. But yeah, all of that is here. Now, if you want to go straight to VIC, you're going to come to our shop site. Okay, this is our main site where you're going to get our paper, our ink, our classes, our digital files, all of that kind of good jazz. If you know that you want to do VIC, it's best to purchase over here because you are building up rewards points. For every dollar, you get a point. After 100 points, you get $1. So between products and classes and things like that, you can get technically free classes because you're going to get a discount code. So if you know that you want to do VIC off the bat, then go ahead, come to the shop site and get it here. That way you're getting your VIC, but you're also getting rewards points because there are no rewards points over on the Academy site. Okay. She says those resource guides are very helpful, especially if you're new to using Silhouette or still learning the different tools and what they do. Hey. All right. So here, free access. If you don't want to do VIC, you feel like you can learn just from watching the tutorial. One of the reason why I also did this is some people always say, oh, I'm watching the tutorial. They go too fast. Or I'll have a question and I can't ask the question. So I'm providing that solution for you. You have it where you can watch it fast if you learn that way. And then there is a version where I'm actually stopping and pausing. So you don't necessarily have to like pause the video yourself. I do an intentional pause and it gives you time to find that tool and do that step. So I'm answering what you guys have asked for when it comes to these YouTube. And you're like, well, I mean, I like YouTube, but man, they move so fast. I can't do this. I can't do that. I don't understand why they do this. Hey, that's where our challenges come in at, because we are answering that problem. We're fixing that problem for you. She says, yes, I have done all three and we'll do the rest. But yeah, you want to do free, you come here, you can. And let's say if you're here and you're like, okay, I want to do VIC. I have, you can, it's going to prompt you to say, if you want to get to the next part, to go ahead and buy it. But I would still recommend that you come over here and purchase it. And as soon as you purchase it over here, it's going to immediately show up in your dashboard where you're going to have full on access to it. Okay. Any questions for moi in regards to the design challenge? Oh, here's a question I have for you guys. So here is where you guys get the Q&A back, right? Right here, right now. Let's see. Now, I'm asking a very specific question. Like, I don't want to learn everything. No, that's not, no. When it comes to designing, what is something that you have, like you saw a design or saw a technique and you really wanted to learn that? Whether you write it here, if you send it to us, like on a post on Facebook, like you respond to a post showing an example of a design. I would like to be able, I mean, it's not very much that I don't know how to do in any design software, but I don't know what you guys don't know. So I need to kind of know what it is that you're wanting to learn. I can tell you that some of the things that is on this list, things that are trending and it can turn into money for you. Digital products are really, really big right now, like journals, planners, things of that nature. And some people have these great ideas, but they don't know really how to put them together. So I have one on here to just show you kind of how to set up a basic journal or planner page. Oh, excuse me. I got a sneeze. I got a burp. So I get stuck right here. There's the one for this week, because it's breast cancer. I know I should have technically did it last month, but I mean, some people are still doing breast cancer awareness and it's all into the end of the year. So we have Go Fight Cure. So that's more of a text-based design. That's actually for this week. Photo templates, because we're also in October. I did before like a trick or treat box. So if you have kids that are in school, you want to do like the little pillow like boxes, or in just any box, and then making like little signs for it that says like trick or treat on it. So just being able to put like, little boxes that, kids can take to school, put like little treats in it. We have some Thanksgiving designs. I have another fall, like the fall one. I'm still kind of like trying to figure out which one I want to do. Like how to make a file for a Santa tray. Because of like the Santa sacks, how to make like a custom stamp. So we're doing that. I have a design for a Christmas mug. I normally do the 25 days of Craftmas, and that's where I do my Christmas cards. But it's only like kind of me going on there and like me just doing. So that'll probably be the only time. So I forget about that. You won't see it on my platform really, but I always do 25 days of Craftmas. Gucci hasn't been online, so I'm hoping that we're still going to be able to do it this year. But that'll probably be the only time that you see me do like some type of demo, but it was really for that platform outside of like mine. We're doing a calendar that is also coming up. So you can do custom calendars. You can sell that as a digital product, or just want to have like your own calendar. There's a calendar that I'm also making like for so those who are in class are going to basically make themselves a learning calendar where every single month you can kind of make a list for yourself of the things that you want to learn. And so you can put those goals on that calendar and then have your days and plan out like what days you're going to work on, whether it's something for design, if it's something that you want to do for marketing. So you're going to actually create something that's going to be able to help you in your creative journey. I no longer say business because now it's like a lot more people are going back to doing this just as crafting and they just want to be the best at it. So you're going to actually be able to create your own resource for yourself that's going to be helpful for you to keep track of your goals on this creative journey. So that one's coming up. I have a Christmas mug design, and that one was actually has a star next to it. That's more of a master's one, and how to put the design together for a Christmas mug and doing like a bunch of multiple cropping. Woo! Sheesh. We have the intertwine design. So I have intertwine on here. Tracing. So we have quite a few things on there. Okay. Creating cards and getting them to print out correctly. So we more so focus on just the design and not like the project at hand as far as like printing anything out, but I can look into like that. So yeah, greeting cards, photo calendars. I actually have done that's pretty much my signature thing to teach during 25 days of Craftmas. So you'll kind of sort of have that during that time. Yes, these are all challenges. There's no more just me kind of coming on and just teaching. Everything I'm talking about is a challenge. You have to enroll in that challenge. Everything. Now you can watch the free one. The free one is more of a tutorial type setup and just how you kind of do this. And for some of them, you won't even really get to see like the full part of it because some things just take a lot of time. And my goal is to have those videos when I'm doing like the free version of it I really want them to be no more than like 30 minutes of like instruction. So for some of them, when I'm doing it's going to be kind of compressed. And then when we do the we do and the you do, they'll get the extended portion because we actually do bonus stuff. Every single challenge, we've done like the regular part. And then there's always something like a bonus lesson in all of these. So see, I love y'all and all. At the time I asked, it was like 40 some odd people watching. I asked, what type of designs do you want to learn? We had 2 people comment. Unfortunately, this is the reason why I'm no longer doing them. Like there's no engagement. And I'm asking you guys, what is it that you need to learn? We got 2 comments. So I'm feeling it's kind of making me, like, yeah, I made the right decision. So hi Terry, that she's been asking some amazing questions. I would like to learn how to make a collage of pictures inside of a shape and would like to learn how to design, for example, a shadow box, probably layered type of Santa with many layers. So yeah, that's define his beard. Now that's one where that's definitely doctorate level. Because when you're doing a shadow box and it's layered, you really have to be able to think past like what you see. So it's almost like setting up everything on one layer and then what part you want to be. So it's a lot to creating that. That's definitely not something that's going to be on a beginner level to do that, because then you have to do certain like offsets, because the whole thing with the shadow one is the layer behind it is always like how it's made up. It's wider so that you can kind of look through it and like see the layers. Like when it's on top, it's like it fits inside of that. So it's a lot to doing. If you've ever dissected a shadow box design, you'll see like that'll kind of give you an idea of how intricate of a design setup it is. The one that's for this week is Go Fight Cure and the journal and journal and planner or calendar. One of those. I can't really tell because I have the date, but yeah, so it's either the journal and planner page or the calendar. But Go Fight Cure is also this week. So those are not designs. This is about designing yard signs and banners. That's more of like a demo, like how to apply it and things of that nature. If you're trying to figure out like how to print them out, how to size them, that's a little bit different. Right now, we're focusing on designing. What's going to go on this yard sign? What's going to go on this banner? How do you put the things on there? So, is it a matter of like cropping, filling in a background, doing different text effects to certain things? Like you can turn what we did for the horror story, spooky season. Once you design that, if you make that go long, you add a background behind it, guess what? That becomes a banner. That becomes a yard sign. So there is no specific way to design just for a banner. There is no specific way to design just for a yard sign. You just have to learn how to design and then fit it within those dimensions. So when I'm saying like what type of things you want to learn, I wrote it down. I don't remember if I did that. I got to look and see if I did that as a video or if that was just a one-on-one session. It was things like that really famous doll that like is like this, and it had the Santa hat on, and then it said Santa's favorite like teacher, professor, or whatever it was, and it was like different colors. And I remember doing it because that's why I was there, but I don't remember if that was a one-on-one class because she asked about it, or if I did that as a regular video. I really don't remember. So that's why I was looking at it, because I'm like, I have that on there, but I was like, you guys probably wouldn't even know what I was talking about if I said Santa's favorite, and then I put Santa hat. That's how I wrote it. So I'm like, okay, they're not even gonna know what that is. So if it's something that you've seen and it's like, well, how did they make this look this way, or how it's this design to look like this? That's what I'm saying. Like designing, it's important to focus on design techniques, because you can take those design techniques and apply them to anything. I need a roll-in BN20 for them signs. My craftmas wish. So you can. If you don't think that you cannot do it, there's a lot. People always say, "Oh, I'm in a small area." Even if you're in a small town, I'm pretty sure there is a city somewhere, because businesses have to get their things printed somewhere. There is a print shop within a couple of miles. Yeah, you may have to go to it. May not be someone in your area that might, that has like a printer, and you may have to go off to get it. Or you can go through um like regular sites to buy them, and everyone has an Office Depot or Staples or Kinko's, and they have the ability, even Walgreens, because they have the photo place in there. People buy the adhesive back posters from them all the time, and that's all you really need for a yard sign. So just because you don't have the machine does not mean that you can't learn to create the right sizes for it. I would actually advise that you purchase prints first and practice putting them on foam board or Coroplast before you invest in the printer. It took me 3 years of consistently doing yard signs, and posters and things like that, and outsourcing my prints before I got my rolling, because I still needed to know how to put it on Corp, like how to put it on all the different things. So don't be in a rush to kind of run out and get the eco solvent machines, because that's the smallest part of making banners, making yard signs. That's the small part. The design is what is most important. Custom calendars would be awesome. All right, cool beans. So, if you have not enrolled in a challenge, who plans to show of hands? Who plans to enroll in a challenge? If you have not done so, if you've only taken one, you plan to enroll in another challenge. All right, so a couple people here. Looking forward to seeing you guys live in the challenges also. Um, hold on. I don't see Pat. Are you watching it live? Oh yeah. So I don't for some reason because you're commenting on the post. So I'm like, I saw notification, but I didn't see your comment come up here. So it says, I take the tree off of them, planning to do more. Wait, I take the tree off of them, planning to do more. Wait, maybe I'm missing a comment. I see where it says that, Pat, but I can't tell what you're referring to. I take the tree off of them. I take the tree off of them, planning to do more. Not sure what that means. But yeah, I can't see your comments because you're posting on the post in the group, the one I did at everyone. So it's not showing on the live feed. Like you have to click on the video for it to show that way. I'm expecting to rev up with the upcoming holiday season, so I may be limited in time. However, when I can, I definitely will. Awesome. Um, Creating fades in designs, blurred edges. You cannot do that in Silhouette Studio, unfortunately. Now you can use, like, if you have a colored background, you can use our fade bars, which you can purchase from our website to kind of give it this like faded off look, but you cannot fade edges in Silhouette Studio because it is a vector software, not a bitmap software. Okay, so she says, I took the 3 challenges already. So yeah, now I see that comment. Yeah, but I didn't see the other one doesn't pop up over here. Oh, wow. Thank you. And that's why I'm actually trying to do like the Santa sack, the things like that, because I'm hoping that if we get them done in like October, November, some people will be able to take those design skills and use them to be able to sell Santa sacks to others or sell ornament. That was the other one. Ornaments is coming up. So what I'm trying to actually, that's what I was like, what is it that you guys want to kind of learn? Because if you're trying to figure out how to do some things for Christmas, I'd rather put those in earlier. We're kind of in the midst of, already in like fall and breast cancer. So I'm not sure if you guys really cared about, like, it's like, hey, I'm already in here. I didn't really, promote for it, but I have time to promote for Christmas. If you guys wanted more of like the Christmas type designs versus fall and like breast cancer awareness and things of that nature. You invested in the F570. Woohoo! Yes. Now, Professor can't give you the paper for it yet. And I heard Epson's paper ain't all that. We out right now. I'm trying to, we're trying to get it in because we have to actually order it before they go on holiday. So we're working on it. We're not quite there for the quota, but we're just going to just have to put more in ourselves and try and get, at least a small order in, especially for those who have been waiting for it. So make sure that you do go to site and you do the pre-order for the paper. But congratulations. A little birdie told you to hit me up. Okay. I hate that I didn't get to join the other ones, but I plan on buying the replay. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for that. All right. Ooh, wait, it's 9:50. Lord, my MJ's finna kick my butt. I did not realize I was on here that long. This thing says an hour. I gotta go, y'all. My child's gonna kick my behind because I did not make it home before they were, they have to get in bed. They're probably still up. But I like to be there just in case, because sometimes Animani will fall asleep earlier. But oh my God, it is freaking 9:50. I gotta go. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity, be incredible. Don't forget to sign up for the challenges. Y'all, look, I'm packing up, child. I can't. Too. That little boy's got mother. Sorry, son. Sorry. Got my pencil. My other bag is in there. Got my earbuds that my boo thing gave me. So I got that. So I got my earbuds. Close up my raisins, my pretzels. All right. Boom. Until next time. Peace.